Our friends, what is going on? I am back with another video in this series. Depending upon when you're watching this, this is number 2 of 8 videos that I'm shooting up in the middle of beautiful, a little warm, actually very warm, Boise, Idaho. I'm actually technically on the outskirts of Boise, but anyways, I'm next to this beautiful lake right here that I gotta show you this. This is absolutely beautiful. What a location to play around with some pretty cool inflatable tents. Now, if this is your first video, let me get you up to speed as far as what's happening. Why am I not in California? Well, over the last year, I've been testing, over the years, I've been testing a lot of tents. Over the last year, I was introduced to a manufacturer called Elk Mountain Tents. Now, over the years, you may know the brand as somebody that is in the corner of the bell tent and canvas tent industry. They are very well known for their durability and their resilience, and a lot of things with their bell tents and wall tents. Now, over that time frame, the owner I've gotten to know pretty well, and he has made it very clear that he doesn't just want another, run-of-the-mill bell tent or wall tent experience for the end users. He wants to become the best. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, I thought that was really nice. Talk is, we've heard it many times as cliches. It's how talk is cheap. But what he proved that he was different is he actually surprised me, and that doesn't happen quite often. So after I reviewed their first bell tent, and I shared on video, I don't hold any punches with anybody. I pointed out things that I didn't like, and there's a lot of things I did like. Actually, the tent did extraordinarily really well. If you remember, I got caught out in an unexpected winter storm, and something I would normally never, ever, I don't care what tent, bring a bell tent, especially a 20-footer out in, and it did very well. Anyways, so that video went live, and a few weeks later, I received a prototype bell tent. The owner had made some changes based upon the feedback that I gave. That I thought was pretty impressive. So anyways, fast forward, I've had the opportunity to really get to know this guy, and he wanted to come out with a whole line of luxury inflatable tents. And so he has researched really heavily, and what's behind me is tent number 2 of 8 that I'm testing here today, as I mentioned. And I have to say, if you haven't watched the last video, which was a beautiful, rich olive green, I think it's an olive green. Anyways, looks amazing. These things are really, they're punching way out of their weight class, and they have certain features, amenities that I've not seen in any bell tent, any inflatable tent. And I've tested a lot of bell tents, What did you say? In my last video, I gave my stutter and my whoopses towards being up since 4 a.m. But anyways, I have tested a lot of inflatable tents over the years. So these tents have some pretty cool features that I've not seen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this camera, just like the last one, and I'm going to walk around this one, and I'm going to try to point out all the bells and whistles that this tent has. Now, these tents are so brand new. When I say there are boxes over here, there are 8 boxes. There we go. Down and say, there we go. That is Travis's son there. He's out here helping me put these things, take these things down so I can cover these things. Anyway, a lot of boxes over there. These things are so brand new that the names are just being finalized. And so depending upon when this video goes live, you'll see a name going on here, and that's the name that this thing gets. This is a 11 by 11, and as you're going to find out, it's about 7 feet tall. And let's switch over to this red. Just like the last one, we're going to start over in this corner right here. This red, geez, look at it, right against that blue sky right there, looks absolutely beautiful. Now, as I pointed out many times, or actually in the last video there, if you watch my channel much, I have always spoken about Sunmez. I have a few of their tents, and I've always positioned them as the Ferrari of tents. And just like I said in the other video, this tent right here, these tents that I'm tested, this would be a Lamborghini that is kicking the snot out of the Ferrari. These tents are really impressive. The material that they're using is something that I find it's extremely heavy duty. And as you can see here, you have the hardware on here. They cut no corners. This D-ring is a absolute beast. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I didn't set up the guidelines on this one because I'm just setting these things up so I can do quick walkthroughs, point out the bells and whistles, and you'll get the gist with that. Plus, the wind's not really blowing enough to warrant using these guidelines. But seeing that we're messing around with these, let's take a look at this right here. Just like on the bell tent that we just reviewed, you have this absolutely beautiful reflective orange guidelines here. And if you look at this metal bit right here, you have a bit of reflective material and that anodized. That looks absolutely amazing. Now, if we come down, we have our air inlet right here, and these are heavy duty, so that's really awesome. You have some Velcro that's going around to keep that all tucked into place here. Now, normally when I do these videos, as I said in the last, I will usually clean up to make it look really nice. I'm leaving these things out because what's different with these tents here is most of the high-end tents, they do not give you a air pump. My Sunmez ones, they didn't give you an air pump. And they certainly don't give you a electric pump. So this is what these guys are doing. They're not just giving you the manual one, but they're also giving you electric one. Why is it? Why do you need two? Well, technically, you'd like to think you don't need two, but it's nice to have. Think about it. When you go out, if the pump fails, or when you're out and about, you don't get to go camping. So having a fail-safe is really, really nice. The electric is going to be your go-to. And believe me, you don't want to be pumping these things up with the manual one, not on a regular basis. It is a workout. But anyway, if you ate your Wheaties, go for it. Use the manual. Otherwise, crack a beer, you let the electric one do its thing, and you're going to be off to the races. Okay, so those are included. Here is the bag that the spikes come in, and the spikes, so you can see, you're actually getting, just like the bell tent, these big, beefy spikes. And there's a hammer around here someplace as well that has a little hook on the back that allows you to easily grab these out of the soil. Okay, like the last one, you have these big bits down on the bottom with these heavy-duty reinforced bits that allow you to anchor it into the ground. You have 3 on each side of this tent right here. And like I did with the last, all these little bits right here, I'm going to point out on the inside of the tent. But as you can see, there is a huge window on this side. And like I pointed out on the last, here's one of the things that I find very different with this tent. Okay, unlike the other tents that I've tested, you usually only have one awning. This one, you have one, and then you have another one. That is really awesome. So when I go out, usually you're shimmying the tent around trying to figure out what side of the tent has the awning, and that's the side that you're going to face towards a beautiful backdrop like this. With this tent, well, you don't have to worry about it. You have an awning on both sides, which is really, really nice. Now, let's come over to here. You have these big beefy zippers that they're using here. The screen mesh is absolutely stunning. Now, one of the things I do want to point out here, with the door, you have the main portion here that you can close down, and that's obviously going to keep everything from a security standpoint and close everything off. You have this flange, and this is something I didn't point out on the last one. You have this flange that goes around the door as well. It keeps things out of the zipper a little bit more. But one of the things as we come around here, again, this side right here, I opened up this side so you can see this doesn't have the curtain on it, and you'll notice it more on the inside. But this wall right here, that is a huge window that you get with that. Again, you'll be able to appreciate it more when you go inside. But here is something really, really interesting with these tents here. So now, before we jump inside this, let me share with you this. So if we come over here, you can see there's an air vent on both sides, and you can see the branding, the Elk Mountain up on the top there. That is really fantastic, especially if you are running any sort of wood stove, because it doesn't take much to heat these sort of tents, because this is a 4-season tent. And where is it? Okay, here we go right here. So we have our stove jack right here. We have a wire pass-through right there. We have another wire pass through over on this corner. And if we swing over to here, we have our AC in and out. These are big 6-inch canisters here, or hoses with drawstrings on both sides. We come down to this end. You have yet another port coming in. This is for your diesel heater. These guys didn't cut any corners. They didn't leave anything for chance. Now, one thing I left open right here, I left this, I unzipped this so you can actually see. So unlike any other manufacturer, they actually have put zippers on all these bits here. Now, like on the outside, now I intentionally kept this side closed off so you can see what it looks like, because the sun's on that side. You can get appreciation of just what that looks like inside of here. We come over on this side. Obviously, this is all open right here. But look at all the D-rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, you get the point. 7, 8, 9. They're all over the place. Now, here's something that I pointed out in the last tent that I thought was so cool. With all my other tents, these windows that are on the end of the tent here, they're all always plastic, and you can't do anything. They're not functional. You can't do anything. These, there's a screen here. You can actually open this up. So that window can be opened up to a screen, that one open up to a screen, that one, and that one. And what that does is, not only do you have the massive amount of air coming through the door, but now you have the 2 windows as well. So you have beautiful airflow coming through these things. And obviously the side ones as well. This is a screen here with the plastic you can roll up. Same on that side. And I already pointed out the stove jack. So, and these have big, beefy canisters right here. So these guys, I mean, this is really structurally an amazing tent. They did a really great home run with this here. Now, I do want to point out here, okay, that's right. I pointed out the one thing that I'm not sure if it's going to come out on camera, but if you look at the stitching, that's one of the things when I look at tents, you can usually learn a lot about a tent by the stitching itself. And these guys did a great job with this. Again, there was no corners that were left untouched with this. Okay, and before I wrap this up, let me show you this here. This is, again, if you watch my videos long enough, you know one of the biggest things that I will gripe about. You can have a great time in a beautiful tent, but when it comes time to putting the tent away, if the bag is not big enough, that is going to ruin, that's going to put a spike into your experience, and you're not going to enjoy getting out. I can tell you, now we've already put one of these tents away, and now unless you have a PhD in foldonomics, okay, you never fold it the same way that the factory does. And almost every tent that I put together, it takes up a lot more space when you put it away. So, and then if the bag is too small, well, that makes it a pain in the butt to put it away. So that said, you have these oversized bags that these come with. You have 2 big beefy straps on the outside, and that really makes life a lot easier. One thing I noticed here as well is the red, the color of this matches the color of the tent. Notice that on the green one, because the green one had the green right here, and obviously the tent was green. All right, friends, and there you go. Tent number 2 in the bag, no pun intended, because it still needs to be deflated and put back in the bag. But at any rate, this is proving to be one heck of an exciting trip. When Travis has shared with me that these tents were inbound and that, hey, he would have these soon, I was chomping at the bit. And the funny thing about this here is, to talk about timing and how it's so close, I'm up here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is how bad I wanted to see these. I technically don't have the time to be up here because Sunday, I fly to Japan for 2 weeks. But knowing that these things were available, my window of opportunity to get up here, I came up here, so I'm up here for 2 days. And then Saturday, I'm home for 1 day, and then I fly off to Japan. Anyways, this is pretty amazing to see these things. Though, anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some links down below. Now, this tent right here is the final before, this is the tent that the manufacturer sends to, hey, this is what we've done based upon your requirements. What do you think? and he signs off on it. And then, of course, all the production ones come and so forth. So he's making final tweaks with these things. But man, as far as I can see so far, there's very little that needs to be done. These things are a major home run. Now, as I pointed out in the last video, if you are interested in one of these tents, depending upon when you are watching this video, there's going to be pre-order options made available. And I believe there's going to be some pretty cool incentives that will come along with the pre-orders as well. So I'll put a link down below. Go take a look at Elk Mountain tents. If you have any questions on inflatables or Elk Mountain, leave the comments down below. And look, above all, we put these videos. I fly from California up to places like this to help you, educate you on getting out there and making smarter purchases. You may agree with what I have to say about a tent like this. You may not, but ultimately, look, you follow the camera around, you can make a decision whether you feel this is a good investment for you. If it is, by all means, go down below and see what Elk Mountain has for you. They have a lot of cool inflatable tents. I think they have 8 or 12 different models that they have. Anyway, it's pretty impressive. If you have any comments, leave them down below as well. But friends, that is officially all I have. Great seeing you, and I will see you in the next video.